In this video, I want to talk about shaking medicine, the unique lens for truly letting go of control. We're going to discuss a bit about how this is nervous system hygiene for healing many things at a root level. How this is like letting go of control, just like psychedelics would put us in that space of just like complete let go and surrender, and how we can't fake this. So, shaking medicine is a unique lens for letting go of control through neurogenic therapeutic tremoring. This phenomena is a mechanism inside of all of us and many animals that evolved over a very long time, hundreds of millions, probably billions of years, for keeping us and bringing us into balance and harmony and homeostasis. It was designed through many iterations of Mother Nature's way to allow us or help bring us into balance and homeostasis to heal trauma, stress, anxiety, suppressed emotions, and even physical tensions and aches and pains. It's really good at doing that and getting to the root cause of so many of our problems today in our culture in the West. So many of our ailments are due to what? Chronic stress, anxiety, all the things I just mentioned. And so if we unravel those things using this instinctive mechanism, and that's why it works so well, because it evolved to do exactly that, then maybe your system just comes into this beautiful state of parasympathetic rest and digest. That's what shaking medicine does. Brings us into that where the healing functions of our body work optimally. So, why is this letting go of control? Well, when we're in a neurogenic tremor, we enter it through relaxation. A lot of people have this conception, so many actually, that shaking medicine's about like vigorously shaking ourselves. Not at all. I know there are some shaking modalities out there that do that. That's a very yang approach, another controlled approach in a way. We are all about, at least mostly about, of course, there's many flavors of what we explore, but primarily what we do is we slow down, we relax our nervous system so much that the the shaking mechanism can turn on the spontaneous shaking from melting and relaxing and letting go of control. So when we enter the shake, it is very much something that moves us for us as we start the tremoring, the spontaneous shaking from relaxation. That is us letting go of the control and allowing it to move us for us. So when we're in this state of the tremoring one, it relaxes us even more. So it creates this beautiful feedback loop of relaxing, going deeper into the tremoring, getting into the deep in the subconscious parts of us, the frozen spots with the sensory motor amnesia and all that sort of stuff, the stuff we're not aware of often with the logical mind, or maybe we are with, we feel symptoms of it, of stuff that's stored deeper. So this tremoring, neurogenic tremoring, acts as nervous system hygiene. It operates on the electrics of the body, the nerves, the nervous system, the central nervous system, which goes through the spine. So when we're tremoring, neurogenic tremoring, we let go of control. And the reason why we can't fake this is because we're either tremoring or we're not. If we're shaking and it's not a tremor, then that's called voluntary shaking. It's it's pretty easy to distinguish the two, especially as you start to get the tremoring. Some people get the tremoring like that because again, it's instinctive. It evolved within us. I always say it's more about awakening this up or remembering it rather than learning something new. So many people get it quick. Others might take a little bit longer. Most people don't take too long there, within a few classes at most. But the majority of people get it in their first class, like 95+%. And again, because it evolved through evolution, that's why it's so effective at this nervous system hygiene. It really operates at the level of the nervous system, like brushing our teeth for for our nerves. I brushed my teeth before this video, make sure my teeth were clean, and I also did a little bit of shaking to soothe my own nervous system to prepare my being to be in a more relaxed state to film this. So you can't really fake it. Once you're tremoring, you are or you're not. And yeah, the dial between kind of making it happen to getting it's a bit of a transition, so there is some ambiguity there. But as you go just a little bit deeper, a few classes in or so, usually in the first class again, it becomes super clear that, oh, okay, yeah, the tremoring is happening because you're not doing, you're releasing control, you're relaxing, and then the body's moving itself from this instinct and intuition rather than the logical thinking mind. So a lot of people, a lot of, let's say, other modalities out there are about control, very beneficial and helpful. Just to name a few: yoga, qigong, breathwork, meditation. Amazing practices. I do all of those actually as well. And I balance that control stuff with this letting go of control of shaking medicine, which is actually rooted on pillars of yoga, qigong. These practices often control the mind, the body, the breath in some way, shape, or form, which is again beautiful, beneficial, but it's another way of like control, right? What I've learned is control isn't bad, it just needs to be balanced with letting go of control. And if we can let go of control through shaking medicine, we can heal the root of so many of our problems. We allow a genetically encoded intelligence deep within us to do what it evolved to do, which is why it's impacting so many people so deeply. One of the main things that so many people point out to me, even after just one session of shaking medicine, they're like, whoa, it impacts them like, because everything else they've been trying to do is control practices. And as soon as they realize, oh, their body knows how to do it, not from the logical thinking mind or copying someone else, but allowing their own system to move them how they need to be moved. It touches people very deeply, very quickly in these ways. Now, on the topic of psychedelics, many people experience this let go of control on psychedelics. You don't have to do psychedelics. Some of you may have already. It's a big movement happening in the world. Ever more people are using and finding profound results in mental health and otherwise. So many people experience that let go of control on psychedelics for the first time ever. But with this is about this shaking medicine. It's about the closest thing you can do to psychedelics without actually doing psychedelics. And many people, for the first time, including myself, shake on psychedelics, even if they never heard about this tremoring, because psychedelics puts us in that state of just like, we have no control. Or it depends on how much you take, of course, but it we lose the control, and then the other parts of us take over. So we don't need psychedelics to do shaking medicine or vice versa, but they can also be very complementary. Many people who learn shaking medicine and then go on to do a psychedelic journey because they feel safe in the tremoring and they know what it is. When it does arise on the journey, they can beautifully allow it with no fear or concern that something's wrong. So they can go well together or not. This is also 100% super effective shaking medicine without the psychedelics. Another note on the modalities, other modalities, so naturally things like meditation, yin yoga, and others, qigong, all of that has elements of softening and relaxing. So we can certainly let go and relax with all these, and some do get there deeply. Um, I have I have a feeling that, in a sense, that most do not get as deep as into like full let go surrender that things like therapeutic tremoring brings us, those who are doing these yin yoga meditation, because often what I sense is there's a feeling of, or there's a sense of being like thinking they're relaxing, like it's just like, okay, relax, breathe, and there's just this focus, this overthinking of doing that, and again can be beneficial to an extent, but often the amount we actually fully go into this state of let go and surrender is limited because we end up in a loop in the mind. But with shaking medicine, we either are letting go of control into the tremoring or not. And so the tremoring is, I think, the most powerful lens to deeply relax our nervous system into that true surrender, that true letting go of control, where these deeper intelligences can do their thing. I've not seen anything else as powerful other than plant medicines, perhaps. And those in that world, I strongly recommend using this because people are going to tremor anyway. People are going to tremor in breathwork journeys and such. Usually most breathwork journeys out there are Kundalini yoga, these sorts of things, in my experience, are pretty forceful. They're like looking to really pump the energy strong. Not all, okay, there are exceptions, but most are leaning that way. And in these states, this energy is going to want to move. So really, shaking medicine goes with everything, just about, because everything in life is better when we have less stress, anxiety, suppressed emotions, trauma, and all that. So if you want to let go of control, like truly, not thinking you're letting go of control, but truly let go into down regulating your nervous system into a relaxed state, most likely beyond anything you've ever experienced before, unless you've already been doing stuff like this, then let me know. Leave a comment below. Join our Shaking Medicine community on School, where I have progressive courses into this. And feel free to reach out anytime. My name's Keith, Dr. Keith, quantum physicist, yogi, qigong teacher, and founder of this shaking medicine modality at shakingmedicine.com, where you can find all the things I talked about. I do teacher trainings in this if you're interested in sharing, and have progressive courses that are prerequisites to that teacher training Anyway, so feel free to reach out anytime, like, subscribe. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.